Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of our hand-day papers. We're going to be unfolding these and then ironing them to see, ooh, some of them are very pretty. But I wanted to tell you that even though we're here in Texas and it was 90 plus degree weather, I had put parchment. I lined these aluminum cookie sheets from the dollar store. I lined them with parchment. And about 6 hours later, these were still damp. So parchment paper, bad idea. What I did after that was I put the directly on the concrete. I just removed these to a couple of different sheets, and I placed them directly on the concrete. And within a matter of maybe 2 more hours, they were dry. You know, I don't think any of them are damp. And if they are, then, you know, I'm not going to set them outside again. But just to let you know the timeline. So it was, yeah, about 8 hours, I would say. But put them directly on a hot surface. Don't put them on a chair. Don't line it with parchment paper. So let's take a look at these beautiful papers. Okay, so I am going to, how can I do this here? All right, I think we're in frame. I'm going to gently unfold. Oh, wow, this is, this is a little damp right here. But you know what? We're gonna go with it. I'm going to unfold as much as I can and straighten them out, flatten them out so that I can get them prepared for ironing. And then, of course, you're gonna iron them with a dry iron, a dry hot iron. And since this is cotton, you can put it on the cotton setting, and then that heat should dry this up nicely. So I'm going to try not to put any more holes in it. You can see that I put a hole in here. It's kind of disappointing, but you know what? This is my first experiment here, and I'm just hoping that the majority of them will turn out. Now, I'm not going to open all of these on camera. I just thought I would tell you about the parchment, and I'll unfold 2 of these, and then I will come back with an ironing board. And then after I have unfolded all these, and then we will iron them out, and we'll see how beautiful they are. I think they look really, really pretty. So, wow. Yeah, I love the blues and the purples, and I even put some color changing inks on these. Color changing acrylic paint, I should say. So I'll be interested to see how that turns out in reality. So tell you what, I got 20 of these to unfold, and I'm going to do that, and then I will be back. Okay, so I have finished doing the initial defolding. I don't even think that's a word. Uncrumpling. Okay, but I wanted to show you something. This 8.5 by 14, this is what it started with, this copy paper, legal size copy paper, and it's already shrunk quite a bit. Now, some of these are a complete disaster with holes in them, but you know what? They're really pretty, and I think what I needed to do is just use a stronger weight paper because, you know, this paper is like, I don't know, gotta be 20 years old. No kidding. I mean, I haven't, it's just been in my stash, and I use it for jelly prints and all sorts of stuff. So, but some of the colors are really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these between parchment. And if I turn these into Momigami, you know, it's the Japanese art of folding paper, to turn these cotton papers into fabric. I don't know that it's going to survive, but maybe I can, it'll shrink even more, put it that way. But I'm hoping I can salvage these, and maybe I just won't use the ones that have holes in them. So, okay, so let's get these done here, and I will, let's do a one that doesn't have many holes in it. Oh goodness. I think they all have holes in them, honestly. But look how pretty these are. Oh my gosh. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to put these between parchment on an ironing board. The iron is at a very high temperature with no steam. And I'm just going to see. Now, it doesn't matter if the wrinkles come out because that's the whole point. And I just want to flatten these out and see where the ink has been deposited. And hopefully, I'll be able to use these in a mixed media art project. Let's see. Ooh, how pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And the color changing inks, it doesn't show up really good on camera, but oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Okay, I can see where I'm pretty sure I don't need parchment for this. I hope. I don't want the inks to come on my iron, but if they do, I'll just clean them off. My clothes are trained anyway. Who needs an iron? All right. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of these. Maybe I'll put it between parchment here. Yeah, it's not transferring, but just for uniformity. Put this over here. Oh, here's another really bad one. Oh, look at all the holes. My goodness. I'm sure that I can patch it with gesso or the clear gesso or Mod Podge or something like that. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I will do a couple of these for you just to show you how to do it. Again, this doesn't have steam on it, but although steam might work, I don't know, maybe I should try that. You can do the same thing by just spraying the sheets lightly and then ironing. Oh, how pretty. Look at this. Now, minus the holes. Oh, look, the blues and the purples and the pinks. Oh, I wish this hadn't ripped. Okay, all right, I'll get over it. I just need I need a heavier pound weight paper. That's what I need. But then I think this will work well. I've even heard some people that put them in the oven. I don't know that I would try that, but, or a food dehydrator. But, you know, that's kind of cumbersome. My food dehydrator has got really thin shelving, so I don't see how that would work. But all right, let's pick one, hopefully without too many holes or no hole. Up, boy, oh boy. Maybe they all have holes. Okay, I'll get over it. After all this work, it's kind of disappointing that they unfolded with it. But you know what? Gessoed to, pretty much glued to another piece of paper, you're not even going to see it. All right, this is the last one I will do on camera. And then I will show you what the rest look like after I'm finished. And then I will determine whether or not I put oil or lotion on it and turn it into the fabric. So pretty. I especially love that blue and this purple. Oh my goodness. I hope this shows up on video where you can see the color changing effects. I don't know if you can or not, but okay, I am going to iron the rest off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so we are finished with the ironing stage, and I'm so pleased at the way these turned out. I don't know if you can see the color shifting paint, but these are absolutely gorgeous. Now I didn't get the darker deep veins that I was hoping, well, maybe with the exception of this one, but you can always take distressed inks, you know, or a stamp pad, any dye ink, anything will work on this. But, you know, like if you have any rips or tears in here, I got to thinking, you know, on these really, really well loved, some of these are just ripped really, really badly. But, yeah, you could make beads out of these. You could put these and cover them with resin. And resin coasters, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be pretty? Earrings, jewelry. I'm just going to buzz through these real quick just so you can see the different kinds of paint that I used. Like this one's pretty bad too. So, but oh, so pretty. And you know, I was thinking that if you, let's see, let me pick one that is good for what I'm thinking about here. The colors are just, they're phenomenal. I would highly encourage you to use inks that have, or paints that have mica powder in them, or the color shift paints. But I was thinking like this would be a good example. This has got some spotty areas where it ripped when it was being folded or crumpled up. And if you took this and you made a journal cover and you put like gold or silver leaf in here, oh my goodness, wouldn't that be gorgeous? I think I might have to try that. This one, I don't know, this one might be beyond repair, but even still, cut it up for jewelry or keychains or earrings, necklaces, coasters. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm definitely not going to throw it away. This one is also, oh goodness, this would be really pretty for a journal cover. Put some gold or silver leaf in there, and then spray it with some clear acrylic spray paint, and that would fix those colors together and they would be really, really vibrant. Here's a green colored one. I hope that this is picking up on camera. I really never expected it to be this vibrant, but I'm really happy with the way these turned out, with the exception of all the massive holes I put on some of these, but I did manage to come out with a few good prints. It has the form of and feel of leather already. So if you, oh, this is going to be a pretty journal cover. Oh my goodness. But if you wanted to do the true Momigami, what you would do is put some oil, olive oil, baby oil, glycerin, hand cream, hair cream, you know, shampoo, conditioner. Just put it between your hands, crumple them all up again, and do the same thing. Make sure that it's dry before you hit it with an iron, and that will turn these things into fabric. But even though it's a little bit crunchy still, it has the feel of fabric. So you can really sew on this. It'll be interesting to see what I can come up with here. Oh, so pretty. All right, I'm just going to quickly go through the rest of these. I love the way it transferred, you know, one to another when it was all crumpled up and they were on top of each other drying. I think that was a cool effect. Look at that color shift. My, how pretty, pretty, pretty great. Oh, you could put this on top of, you know, little keepsake boxes and put resin on top. Oh, I think I'm going to talk myself into a project here. Little trinket boxes. So pretty. Oh, and when you do condition these, whatever you choose to do with the Momigami, it will increase the vibrancy, as if they could be any more bold. But they are just beautiful. So yes, very, very pleased. Look and feel of leather. We just have a few more here. This one is pretty much a disaster, but this will be my experimental one because it's got so many holes in it. I'm not going to do it in this video. This is another really bad one. But following up with my idea of gold or silver leaf on here, oh goodness, that would be beautiful. Here's another one. The marbling on here is just phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know if I could make a signature out of this because it's so badly done. But what you could do is you could put Mod Podge, the high gloss on here, and either get yourself a piece of cellophane or parchment and brush on the Mod Podge and do it rather thick in these areas. You have to do the super high gloss though, because otherwise this will turn to matte and your color shifting won't turn out as vibrant. But you can fill in the gaps with this glue, the Mod Podge glue. And then if you wanted to, just sprinkle in the gold leaf that way. This is also real pretty. And we have one more to finish off this project. So yeah, I am very, very pleased with it. The only thing that I would change is I would use a heavier weight paper, not cardstock, just a heavy weight, maybe a 20-pound. I think that these are like 15, 18 pound. They're super light, plus they're really, really old. So if you get yourself a good, inexpensive ream of copy paper that's at least 20 pound, I think you should be good to go. But these are absolutely beautiful, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you did, smash that like button. All right, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.